Hello students, I am Dr. Amit Bhatnagar, working as Senior Research Officer in the Department of Agronomy at GB Pant, University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar, Uttarakhand. Why phosphorus deficiency is common in winter season? There are so many reasons for phosphorus deficiency, but the season is very important. Winter season means Rabi crops. In our country, in winter season, Rabi crops are grown, and in this season, phosphorus deficiency is very common. We apply phosphatic fertilizer, we apply the recommended dose, still there is phosphorus deficiency. जाड़ों के सीजन में, विंटर सीजन में फास्फोरस की डेफिशिएंसी आती है. हम चाहे फॉस्फेटिक फर्टिलाइजर रिकमेंडेड डोज में दें तो भी वो डेफिशिएंसी रहती है. तो व्हाट इज द रीजन वी आर अप्लाइंग द फास्फोरस इन एडिक्वेट अमाउंट, स्टिल देयर इज फास्फोरस डेफिशिएंसी. व्हाट इज द रीजन and how we can rectify this deficiency? What may be the measures to control this phosphorus deficiency? Actually, the nutrient availability mechanism is very important. How the nutrient is available to plant, what is the mechanism, what is the way. So this way is very important. The first way for nutrient availability is root interception. So this concept is very important to know. What is the root interception? So these are the roots, and the roots are in direct contact with the soil colloids, like that, soil colloids. So they in direct contact and they derive the nutrient. For example, calcium and zinc, they are derived directly from the clay particle. Second one is diffusion. In case of diffusion, the roots are there, the nutrients are there, and nutrients move. They have thermal energy and they have random motion, and suppose this is in between the root, like that, the root, these are the roots, and because of diffusion, because of their random thermal motion, they come in contact with the root. So this is random thermal motion. We can say random thermal motion in any direction, and this is affected by, this is a thermal, this is affected by temperature. If temperature is high, then their oscillation is more, they move more, and their mobility is more, so their availability is more. Okay, and but the diffusion distance is very short, distance is very short, and hardly it is 1 centimeter, hardly it is in millimeter. This distance is millimeter, 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, depending upon the ion nature. And third is the mass flow. Mass flow. In case of mass flow, nutrient move. So these are the nutrients, and these nutrients move along with the water. So this water is moving, the nutrients are also moving with the water. As the water moving this side, the nutrient also move this side. If water is moving upward, then nutrients move also upward. So availability is highest in case of mass flow. So this nitrogen is available through mass flow, and through diffusion, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, through this diffusion and in root interception, nutrients are available, but their contribution is only 1 to 3%. So it is insignificant amount. Calcium, magnesium, zinc, phosphorus are available, but amount is very less. So maximum is in diffusion and the mass flow. So phosphorus and potassium is also in soil solution. So potassium availability is also through mass flow, but that this phosphorus availability is through diffusion. So almost we can say entire amount is available through diffusion, not by mass flow. In mass flow, only those nutrients are available which are present in soil solution, and phosphorus is not in soil solution. Actually, phosphorus is bound with the aluminum and iron, aluminum phosphate, iron phosphate. Then in acidic soil, and if pH is high, then it make the calcium phosphate, Ca3PO4 whole twice, Al3PO4 whole twice, Fe2. In acidic soil, Al2PO4 whole twice. Then similarly, Fe3PO4, Fe2PO4 whole thrice. Similarly, Ca3PO4 whole twice, and CPO4. There different compounds are there. Calcium, tricalcium phosphate, monocalcium phosphate, dicalcium phosphate, different form, TCP, tricalcium phosphate, DCP, dicalcium phosphate, MCP, monocalcium phosphate. And these are the insoluble compounds. Problem is that these are insoluble. All these are insoluble. एंड फॉर द न्यूट्रिएंट फॉर एबिलिटी इट शुड बी सॉल्युबल. तो ये जितने एल्यूमिनियम है, आयरन के, फास्फेट है, कैल्शियम के, इनसॉल्युबल होते हैं, टाइट बॉन्ड होते हैं, ये डिसॉल्व नहीं हो पाता. फास्फेट नहीं डिसॉल्व होता, Al ऑफ PO4 में नहीं टूटता, कैल्शियम ऑफ PO4 में नहीं टूटता. हालांकि MCP इज वाटर सॉल्युबल, मोनोकैल्शियम फास्फेट थोड़ा सा घुल जाता है. तो ये जब पानी में नहीं घुलते हैं, इनसॉल्युबल हैं, एंड द न्यूट्रिएंट इज अवेलेबल इफ इट इज सॉल्युबल. तो न्यूट्रिएंट को अवेलेबल होने के लिए सॉल्युबल होना जरूरी, और ये सॉल्युबिलिटी इनकी बहुत पुअर है. सो दैट्स व्हाई अवेलेबल नॉट थ्रू मास फ्लो. मास फ्लो के थ्रू वही होगा विच आर प्रेजेंट इन सॉल्ट सॉल्यूशन एंड सॉल्युबल. सो दे मूव थ्रू diffusion. So this some DCP is released when it is converted into MCP. Similarly, if the bond is break down, then phosphate is released, and then the released form is H2PO4, and this is the available form, and HPO4, it is double minus, it is single. This is the available form actually, and this form is very less and available through diffusion. What happened in winter season? So now this is not available through mass flow, not by very less amount by root interception, and the only mechanism available for phosphorus is, मैं इसको हटा देता हूँ, जिंक और पोटेशियम दूसरों से भी आते हैं, only by diffusion. And it is molecular activity actually. Ions are there, they move, they have oscillation, vibration. So because of, if the temperature is high, their vibration and oscillation is more. So that's why they cover the more distance and available to plant. But in winter season, their oscillation decreases. So their distance is very less and not available to the plant. So this is the reason. तो विंटर सीजन में क्या होता है, जब टेम्परेचर लो हो जाता है तो जो मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, जो आयंस हैं, उनका वाइब्रेशन कम हो जाता है, मूवमेंट कम हो जाता है. तो जब मूवमेंट, क्योंकि ये टेम्परेचर डिपेंडेंट फिनोमेना है, कोई चीज़ जैसे जैसे ठंड होती जाती है उसकी एक्टिविटी कम होती जाती है, और टेम्परेचर बढ़ता है तो उसकी एक्टिविटी बढ़ती है. टेम्परेचर डिपेंडेंट मॉलिकुलर होती हैं, क्योंकि सब चीज़ एटम से बनी है, मॉलिक्यूल से बनी है, एंड मॉलिक्यूल हैव वाइब्रेशन. मॉलिक्यूल कांस्टेंट नहीं होते हैं, दे हैव वाइब्रेशन, एंड दिस वाइब्रेशन और ऑसिलेशन इंक्रीजेस विद द टेम्परेचर. सो एंड दे मूव दिस थ्रू ऑसिलेशन, वाइब्रेशन, द एनर्जी which is provided by temperature. In winter season, temperature is low, so that's why their vibration oscillation is very less, so that's why their movement is very less. So availability is reduced. We are applying the fertilizer is here, but it is not available to the plant. So that's why plants show phosphorus deficiency. So this is the reason that phosphorus deficiency is very common in winter season. We are applying the phosphatic fertilizer, still not available. As the season warms, जैसी सीजन गर्म होता है, the molecular activity increases and phosphorus oscillation and vibration increases and their movement increases, and now then they come in their contact with the root, close to the root and available to the plant. But in winter season their activity reduces, so not available to plant. So this is the problem in winter season, particularly which require high phosphorus, like maize. If maize is grown in winter season, phosphorus deficiency is very common. So this is the problem with the phosphorus, that in winter season, because of low temperature, vibration decreases, oscillation decreases, their energy decreases. That's why their random thermal motion decreases. So there is reduction in movement of the phosphate ion. कौन से? HPO4 and primary orthophosphate and secondary orthophosphate. This is the bioavailable form of phosphorus. So that's why phosphorus deficiency is very common in winter season, and these symptoms start from lower leaves. So lower leaves become bluish purple, reddish, and upper leaves become dark green, and plant remain short leaves, short root system. So these are the deficiency symptoms of phosphorus which start from lower leaves. तो lower leaves क्या होती हैं? बैगनी नीले रंग की होती हैं, हल्की सी लाल हो जाएंगी, ऊपर की पत्तियां छोटी रहती हैं, डार्क ग्रीन हो जाती हैं, और जो रूट्स का डेवलपमेंट भी वेरी पुअर होता है. तो हाउ टू करेक्ट दिस डेफिशिएंसी? So if phosphorus deficiency is there, definitely there is effect on root system, shoot system, photosynthesis, overall plant growth. So corrective measure is that give irrigation and provide the soluble phosphatic fertilizer like DAP. We can give diammonium phosphate or urea phosphate or any soluble phosphatic fertilizer like NPK, nitrogen phosphorus potassium fertilizer, complex fertilizer. So when we give the irrigation, number one, so because of irrigation, first temperature is maintained, बिकॉज स्पेसिफिक हीट ऑफ वाटर इज वेरी हाई। तो जब भी विंटर सीजन में टेम्परेचर लो होने लगता है तो हमें इरीगेशन देना चाहिए, चाहे कोई भी क्रॉप हो, उसको ठंड से बचाने के लिए हमें इरीगेशन देना चाहिए। उसकी स्पेसिफिक हीट बहुत ज़्यादा है तो वो टेम्परेचर को रेस कर देता है इरीगेशन करने से। तो एक ये रेमेडी भी होती है विंटर सीजन में किसी भी क्रॉप को, चाहे पोटैटो हो, वीट हो, कोई भी मस्टर्ड हो, कोई भी क्रॉप अगर विंटर सीजन अफेक्ट कर रहा है उसको, लो टेम्परेचर, गिव इरीगेशन। सेकेंडली, डिफ्यूजन is more if there is a more moisture content. In normal condition, diffusion is reduced. If it is high temperature and moisture is low, then it will not be available to the plant, because for diffusion, water is must. For diffusion, water is must. Without water, there is no diffusion. As water content decreases, diffusion decreases. So, first, by irrigation, temperature is maintained. Second, water is available. That's why there is more diffusion. So, this is the way. So, this is the way we can correct the phosphorus deficiency. Apply soluble phosphatic fertilizer, water soluble phosphatic fertilizer by irrigation, then we can rectify this phosphorus deficiency. If irrigation is not available, then don't worry, उसमें चिंता मत कीजिए। जैसे ही 1 महीने बाद, 2 महीने बाद, 1-1.5 महीने बाद जैसे ही टेम्परेचर राइज करेगा, and then diffusion will increase and there will be more availability. So this phosphorus deficiency in winter season is common in northwest India, in particular in December, January month, where temperature is very low. So that's why crop remain dormant or inactive because of low temperature or because of phosphorus non-availability, we can say. So as the season warms, some the crops make rapid growth as the temperature increases. So this is the reason why phosphorus deficiency is common in winter season, because diffusion is reduced. So this is not the case with the nitrogen, because nitrogen is available through mass flow, and mass flow also affected by temperature but not so much as diffusion. तो mass flow भी, water movement भी temperature से affect होता है, लेकिन उतना नहीं होता जितना कि diffusion है। जब इरिगेशन देंगे तो बहुत अवेलेबिलिटी बढ़ जाएगी, क्योंकि मूव कर रहा है, नीचे मूव कर रहा है, अपवर्ड मूव कर रहा है, लेटरल मूव, वर्टिकल मूवमेंट, हर तरह मूवमेंट है और रूट जोन में पहुंच जाता है। बट इन केस ऑफ डिफ्यूजन डिस्टेंस इज शॉर्ट, इट इज द प्रॉब्लम नंबर 1, शॉर्ट डिस्टेंस। सो शॉर्ट डिस्टेंस नंबर 1, टेम्परेचर डिपेंडेंट, and the water, and this water is required for diffusion. So this is the problem. So solution is irrigation with use of soluble phosphatic fertilizers. So why phosphorus deficiency in winter season, ये अब आपको क्लियर हो गया होगा। तो what are the corrective measures I have explained, and what are the deficiency symptoms? Lower leaves bluish, purple and reddish, and upper leaves dark green and short. So this was about the phosphorus deficiency. Thank you very much.